Hello everybody, it's been a while, I know. It's me, Paul, this is my humble YouTube channel in my studio, Warsaw, Poland. Welcome back, guys. I've been away for a short vacation around Central Europe. I have visited some noble old cities with my girlfriend, as well as some music stores around the continent. I'm gonna tell you about this on a different occasion, but there's actually one thing I missed on my trip that happened in Berlin, and it's Superbooth 2025. And you know what? I never actually attended. I have never attended a Superbooth, and same this year. But you know what? I'm gonna give you at least two good reasons I'm never there. But it's gonna happen in a minute. Anyway, every year I'm not there, but I'm seeing what's there premiered, and I choose my favorite gear I would like really to put my hands on. And it's the same this year. I chose 4 best, of course subjectively, products I would like really to touch and play from this year's Superbooth. Well, let's go. And as always, if you think this channel is a cool place, if you like my studio and my videos, please consider subscribing somewhere here down in the corner, getting notified, like this vid, and comment on it down below so that I know what you think about my list, this year's Superbooth, or maybe you don't care at all, which is also fair. Let's go now. And for those of you who might have never heard about Superbooth for any reason, it's an electronic music freaks gathering in Berlin, so to say, or maybe being more specific, it's an expo, fair for electronic music instruments, effects manufacturers, and public interested in acquiring all these goodies. Happens every year in May, and again, as I told you, I missed that this year, and 2 good reasons I missed that, and things that make me less worried. Let's say first, if I'm not there, it means I'm busy. So it means I got a lot of work, which is good. So not being able to attend any expo or stuff means I'm at work. And yeah, I had vacation. I could have extended my vacation to go to Berlin, but seriously, I had to get back to Warsaw to get back to work, so it was not possible. And the second good reason to miss this is good for my wallet. I'm not gonna spend any money on new things, and I really get excited easily over equipment. Not only equipment, but about equipment too. So it's always good for my budget to wait a bit, to see the things from some distance, to judge them. And then, maybe if my interest doesn't fall down, then I can think about acquiring anything. It's the same this year, and here comes the list of my 4 favorite premieres from this year's Superbooth. Magnolia, or as Italians say, Magnolia, comes from Frap tools. This is an Italian modular synth company that decided to utilize their modular experience and create an 8-voice analog flagship synth. And this is it. It's a prototype, but it looks more than interesting. The only drawback I'm going to start with would be 8 voices of polyphony, but the rest seems really cool on this one. 2 oscillators with FM and extensive wave shaping, wave folding possibilities coming from the modular world. So having 2 oscillators is not an issue because it can sound like literally anything. It can seriously generate a lot of very untypical, weird, let's say West Coast style sounds, but it can also behave like a regular East Coast, European, you name it, synthesizer. And it offers, of course, fully analog signal path. It has low-pass, high-pass filters, 2 LFOs, 2 ADSRs, and more. The only thing is that I can't listen really to it. There is some stuff on YouTube, not really very interesting. There is an official video, this one, which I can try to play here. Yeah, so Perfect Circuit, Amazona, some other guys being able to tweak this during Superbooth, and this is the official vid. I'm not gonna play more because I don't want my video go demonetized, but this thing is really versatile. And is it a flagship? Probably. It absolutely falls into the category of flagship synthesizers. The price tag on this one is expected to be $4,000, which is a fair price for a flagship. I also am thinking about this trend of making white or creamy synthesizers. I own Polybrew 12. I'm going to review it for you soon, don't worry. Super 8, Super Gemini, and now this Frap Tools Magnolia. Wow. Next one. Moog Messenger. First, it's got really cool marketing videos, vintage style, kind of esoteric, technological, spiritual both. It reminds me a bit of Soma Labs or maybe Erica Synth stuff. And it looks like this, 2.5 octaves, full-sized keyboard. Looks a bit like Bass Station, I would say. It's monophonic, 2 oscillators with a sub-oscillator, noise oscillator, ladder filter, but it's a multi-mode ladder filter. Also some wave-folding possibilities out there. Plus the filter offers legacy mode for resonance and a new smooth mode, let's call it. The first one keeps the resonance in the low end when you close the low pass. And this new mode uses additional high pass to smooth it out a bit. Also 2 ADSRs, loopable, 2 LFOs, extensive modulation options, extensive sequencing options also on this one. And it's a Moog, and the price tag on this is $900. And you know what? I really like the fact that Moog became so democratic. They got a large lineup of very different cheap synths as well as expensive ones. But these are tools for everybody right now. Everybody can afford a Moog, and it's a Moog, and they can build on their technologies, their heritage, and they can make things sound great in the synthesizers. So a monophonic Moog for $900, I'm absolutely in. And we can actually listen to it. This is a Moog, you can tell. And its sound palette seems really, really versatile. So, yes, I would definitely put my hands on this one. Next one. PPG 1002 is a legend. Originally had a keyboard, it was a tank. And this one is supposed to be a desktop synth. You know what? It's not versatile. It's not a workhorse. It's not a flagship, I would say. It's relatively simple, but it's a legend. It's very rare, and it's the same with this reissue, re-edition, Mark II, you name it. And when you explore it and you see the media calling it a desktop, it's kind of a, you know, well, a large desktop one. And it's gonna cost, watch me, $11,000. Yes, and you have to pay half upfront to make a reservation so they produce it for you, because there's gonna be a very short batch of these produced. And when you take a look at the panel, you're gonna have two VCOs, an LFO, You're gonna have a mixer with ring modulation plus noise, a voltage-controlled low pass, 2 envelopes, and mainly this is not like, reminds me a bit of a mini Moog maybe somehow, and it's nothing special in terms of functionality, but it's rare. That's make it a desired item already, but listen to the demo. Enough, so maybe YouTube doesn't demonetize me. Guys, this is one of the legends. It's very rare. It sounds massive. I love this tone, and probably I'm not going to have a chance to tweak this. Not sure whether they're going to have anything in Poland. Maybe if I go to Superbooth one day, I'm going to be able to touch things like these. Next one. Well, technically it's not a new synth, because it's another addition to a line of synths already. This is Groove Synthesis Third Wave 8M Sound Module. It's going to cost $2,000, which really makes it affordable for many people. And they just stripped down polyphony from 20 to 8 voices. Multitemporality goes down from 4 parts to 2 parts, and some minor also options, tweaks are turned off, are not available, but generally it's the same great synth engine with advanced wavetable synthesis plus this amazing crispy analog filter. How does it sound? Let's go. Okay, this mix maybe lacks low end and it's very harsh in the tops, but still it tells me a lot about the quality of this synth. Maybe some presets. That's it. And that's why I seriously considered Third Wave as my new flagship. It was just a bit too expensive for me. Guys, all this is so great, but it's so good that maybe I'm not gonna rush with any new shopping. Let's sum the things up. That's it, my friends. I hope you somehow like my list. I hope you agree, or if you disagree, please drop me a comment down below so that I know why you don't agree and what are your favorites. Or maybe you seriously don't care about all this electronic madness. It's also good to know about it. Guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope to hear from you very, very soon. Take care. Bye.